Chanda Kochchar, Managing Director and CEO of ICICI Bank. Ms. Kochchar, good afternoon and thank you for joining us. Ms. Kochchar, the minute I step outside my office, there's an ATM and there's a long queue. Then there's another private bank there and the queue is even longer. So what is the experience at ICICI Bank? I mean, do you think these are just panic depositors who are forming long queues and the bank is fully geared up to support them?
Yeah, so I think the fact that depositors would come to the branches is expected. That is what it was how it was planned. But I'm very actually satisfied to say that the whole process has been happening very smoothly. Given the size and the context of the whole thing. So if you look at our branches, I mean. We started moving cash from yesterday early morning. We started working on it from Tuesday night. Started moving cash from yesterday early morning till this night. Overnight, cash was moved to various branches, and we opened some of our large branches from 8 a.m. The other branches from 9 a.m. And yes, customers have been coming in. Yes, the footfall has been much more than normal. But we were geared up for it. We had, in a way, coached our employees. We have increased the number of cash counters. We have tried to make facilities for senior citizens wherever possible. And there is enough cash available for giving out. And in any of those branches where the withdrawals were happening faster, we've in fact during the day done another round of cash replenishment. So I think overall I'm very satisfied. It's been moving pretty well.
Could you quantify any ballpark number that what has been the so far collection from the depositors?
Clearly this exercise would result in increase in deposits for the banks. There is no doubt about it. A good, healthy growth in deposits. Yes, we do have the numbers because we are tracking it almost online. But I wouldn't want to keep giving out numbers on an hourly or a minute-wise or an online basis. I think why we are tracking the numbers today is more to gear ourselves up for the level of servicing that's required. I mean, we are tracking how many people are coming in, how much cash is required, at what rate should we replenish the cash, how many cash counters do we need in the branches. I think we are using the numbers really more for that purpose so that we gear up for servicing both our customers as well as our non-customers. So we do have the numbers, but I think today we are not looking at the numbers with the whole context of increase in deposit base. We are looking at those numbers more in the context of how to gear up servicing for the next few days.
Ms. Kochhar, I believe that even at ICICI Bank, just like some of the other banks, you're really beefing up operationally to meet the requirements, extending hours on Friday and Saturday so that customers feel satisfied and their queries are answered.
Absolutely. I mean, we announced this yesterday in the afternoon itself that, we've extended the branch working hours. As I said, today itself, the branches, some of them opened from 8 a.m., and others, of course, from 9 a.m. We've extended the working hours. We've extended the number of cash counters. We've actually pulled in most of our employees now focusing on that. I've myself done a full webcast with all our 80,000 employees to say that, we need to kind of get geared up to handle these number of transactions. We've backed it up with the cash being available. And I think the customers have also behaved responsibly. So, and I must here acknowledge that I think the entire ecosystem is really moving well to make it happen. I mean, the thought and the vision of our Prime Minister, and then after that, the RBI has been cooperating in terms of release of currency. As I said, our employees are working hard. The customers are behaving responsibly. The law and order entities are all there. So I think I'm thankful actually to everybody because to make this happen.
Whereas it's very easy to service ATMs in major cities and major metros, but you have a pan-India huge ATM as well as branch network. Are you confident that you have enough cash surpluses to even service and serve your rural ATMs and rural branches?
I would like to point out one thing here, and I think that's very important for the customers to acknowledge as well. That, to your first question, do we have enough cash? The answer is yes. We have we have enough cash, and the entire system has enough cash, and we have individually, the banks have worked to make the cash reach the destinations. And as I said, we started. It's now been almost more than 32 hours that we've been working on it. So we've individually each bank has made efforts for the cash to reach. But we must also understand the fact that all that demand cannot be met through 100 rupee denomination notes. I mean, the system has certain 100 rupee denomination notes. The system has 2,000 rupee notes. We are at the branches giving out the 2,000 rupee notes. I think the customers should also keep that in mind, to say that, they should accept that form of legal tender. From the ATMs, as you start giving out the 100 rupee notes, I mean, imagine the quantum of notes that's required to meet the demand. It may happen that the 100 rupee notes over some time may get over. I think the customers have to also be mentally prepared to get some of the 2,000 rupee notes, to feel satisfied. And I think it's, in fact, at the branches we've got enough amount of 2,000 rupee notes, and we are giving them out. And the customers should, therefore, I just want to give this message out to the customers that everybody is geared up. We have enough number of days to kind of to complete this whole thing. Right now, yes, on a daily basis, people need money for their daily transactions. That's actually being given out, but we will all have to be satisfied with a mix of 100 and 2,000 rupee notes. Right. And secondly, I think this is the time for all of us to kind of rethink our habits of spending as well. We've kind of, for the time being, just substantially increased the per transaction limits on debit cards. We've increased the limits on credit cards for some of our customers, just to say that we should start using these modes of payment to the extent possible, because finally these are the convenient, less cash mode of payments that will keep increasing in the economy.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow, and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.